Okay, so welcome to the start of a new vlog, and today is Sunday, and this is basically the last weekend before Halloween, so I figured that we needed to do something very like fall inspired today, and I am going to take you guys along with me over to Solvang. And so that's what we're doing today. We actually just watched like a lot of the morning football games, so those are over. My Niners did not do very well at all this game. It was just really terrible, so trying to forget about that, and we are gonna go do some fun stuff, maybe take some pictures and walk around. And I am currently wearing my new black t-shirt and also my thrifted denim skirt. I showed you guys what this looks like, and I still really love it. I think it's so cute. And then I'm also wearing my thrifted boots as well. So basically an entire outfit that is secondhand, except for my shirt and my belt. So yeah, that is my entire outfit. I do need my necklace, haven't put that on yet, but yeah, my hair is done, my makeup is done, my outfit is complete. I'm feeling very Rachel from Friends in this outfit. I feel like it's just like definitely an outfit that she would wear, or maybe even has worn something very similar, like the tall boots, the skirt, and the black t-shirt. Like I just think that that is very Rachel, so I'm really liking it. I think it's super cute, and yeah, I am basically ready to go. I want to go get an iced coffee or like an iced latte before we leave, so definitely have to do that. And yeah, that's everything so far. I am still really in like a bad reading slump. I have picked up so many books in the past week or so, and they have just like not done it for me, which is really unfortunate. I feel like The Bewitching by Sylvia Moreno Garcia really put me in a bad reading slump. Like I was so disappointed by that book that it has made it so hard for me to connect with any other books that I've been picking up. Like I've picked up ebooks, I've picked up audiobooks, I've picked up physical books, and just none of them are speaking to me at the moment. And I just have to remind myself that like reading is not a race. It's not like I need to get like every single book in as quickly as possible, and that's the only way to be like a real reader or whatever. It's okay to let your brain take a break from reading and like have a period where you're just like not reading anything at the moment. So I'm trying to remind myself that that's okay, especially since I've been getting so much writing done. Maybe we'll do a little bit of that when I get home, but for now we are ready to go, and I'm going to take you guys along with me to Solvang. Okay, so today is Wednesday and it is currently 2:33 in the afternoon, and I washed my hair today and blow dried it. I haven't really styled it or anything yet, just leaving it the way that it is. I also made myself a matcha, which is really nice, delicious. And I actually finally started a new book that I think I'm going to keep up with. This entire month has been just such a crapshoot of like, I have not picked up a book and like stuck with it since The Bewitching by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. That book completely destroyed my sense of like propulsion and like keeping up with like picking up a new book, finishing it, picking up another new book, finishing that, and just kind of like keeping that going. It really stopped me like dead cold. And so I have just really struggled like picking up a book and sticking with it. So I ended up picking up Exit Lane by Erika Veurink. Let me put a bookmark on that, and let me see if I can figure out how to pronounce this person's last name.
Please enjoy Exit Lane, written by Erika Veurink, narrated by
Veurink. Erika Veurink. And this is one of the 831 romance books. And so I have been reading this one. I'm only about 15% of the way through this book, but it is really short. It's just like a little novella. And so far so good. It's definitely giving very strong like When Harry Met Sally vibes. So that's one of my favorite movies of all time, and so if you really enjoy that movie, you might want to pick this one up just to like check it out. But yeah, very simple, short little book, and hopefully it will kind of get me back into the mood to read. And even like physical reading right now has just like not been the vibe for me, unfortunately. I have so many books that I've started physically and I just cannot get through them. Even books that I have been really excited to pick up, I just cannot get into. So yeah, I've really struggled to kind of connect with reading again after the huge disappointment that was The Bewitching. And honestly, this kind of happens every once in a while around like September, October, is that I start to kind of get into this slump, and usually it's kind of attributed to Latina Heritage Month. Like for some reason, every time Latina Heritage Month comes around, I almost always get into a slump, like very nearly. I think the one exception was like last year I did pretty okay, but like for the most part I get into a slump either right before, during, or right after Latina Heritage Month. So that's kind of a bit of a struggle. I don't know if it's like it just like interrupts my pattern or like interrupts like my normalcy of like what I'm reading. So I don't know what the problem is, but it's a problem. Also, I need to do a little bit of writing today, so I think that I will do that after I listen to a little bit more of my audiobook, because I really want to get back into having reading be like a part of my routine. So I'm definitely going to do that later today. And yeah, I also posted my video kind of like introing and like talking about my current work in progress, and people have seemed really excited about it and have had some really good reactions. So I'm super excited. I'm glad that I finally made that video and got to talk about it more in depth, because I've really been kind of like beating around the bush whenever the topic of that work in progress comes up. I've been very vague, so I was like really excited to finally get to talk about it in depth with you guys, and I'm still really excited to continue writing it. So yeah, I'm excited to bring you guys along, and it's gonna be really fun, and hopefully you guys will enjoy getting to see the process of like me writing this book. So super excited. Today has just been kind of like a very meh kind of day. It's very hot outside. It's like nearly 90 degrees. It's 87 degrees right now. So it is so hot. I was looking at like the weather for the next week or so, and it seems like it will cool down, but like geez, it is so hot today. So yeah, we're battling through that, but I'm going to enjoy my matcha, my little iced matcha. I feel like it needs more ice at this point, but it's really good. I feel like that's everything I have to update you guys on for now. I'm going to listen to more of my audiobook, and I will catch up with you guys if I end up doing any like writing later today. Okay, so I ended up never really updating you guys yesterday because I had to watch game 5 of the World Series, and the Blue Jays ended up winning, and I am super excited because I am rooting for the Blue Jays, even though my brother is a Dodger fan. That feels like illegal to say in this household, but I am rooting for the Blue Jays, so I'm really excited, and I hope that they win the World Series because I would not like to see a repeat of last year. Then again, last year I was rooting for the Dodgers because I also hate the Yankees, so let's do the math. Anyway, I also just took off my press-on nails and I need to put them back on, but I am kind of worried because I have a pair, I have a set that is a little long and they're hard to type with, so I'm like, should I put them on right now? I don't know. Also, I did end up trying out a new like word processor or like whatever writing tool, and it's called Ellipsis, and it looks like this, and it's very intriguing, but I'm not sure yet if I like it, so we'll see how I end up feeling about this. But it's really pretty, it's gorgeous. I might have to show you guys some like actual close-up clips of what it looks like, but it is beautiful. So I don't know, we'll try it out. I haven't really used it yet. I was just importing my actual like entire document into Ellipsis, so haven't really gotten to check out all of like everything that it offers, but I will let you guys know what I think about it. But for now, I actually got some really fun book mail, and these two packages came in, so we are going to open them up right now. This one is from Simon & Schuster, and I love that it has a little pull tab, but I think the pull tab is kind of like, there we go. Oh, the pull tab really didn't work, so I'm gonna see if I can rip it open with my fingers. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I actually have an e-arc for this book, and that is Only Friends by Lydia San Andres. And I actually started reading the ebook that I have of it, or the e-arc, and I was kind of like not able to really focus on it. I have been like having this really weird bout of headaches for the past like 2 weeks, that they're not necessarily like migraines, because I've had migraines in the past, but like it's kind of like a low level headache throughout the entire day. So it's been really hard for me to read on the treadmill. So when I go on the treadmill, I just like listen to my music and kind of zone out instead of trying to read, because for some reason the feeling of like stepping on the treadmill and trying to look down at my Kindle like rattles my brain. So I haven't been doing that, and I'm kind of intrigued by this book. It says, fans of the Regency Vows and For the Love of Austin series will adore this sexy and charming rom-com debut about an aspiring screenwriter and a gorgeous model teaming up to create Regency-era thirst content for online fans. So, very intriguing. I really think the cover is so pretty. Love it. But yeah, I will be really intrigued to actually get into this, and hopefully I can pick it up, whether it's physically with this actual arc or if it's with my e-arc. And then I also got this package in the mail, which I have no idea what this is. It's from Penguin Random House, the Alfred A. Knopf imprint, and so I'm gonna open this up. I just need my scissors, and hopefully we can kind of get this open. There we go. All right, we are opening the box. Ooh. First look into the box. Look at how cute that is. I haven't gotten like a fun kind of PR box in a really long time, so this is kind of exciting. We'll take the bubble wrap off, and the first thing in the box is this little printout. It says, a man may work from sun to sun, but a woman's work is never done. And there's like a QR code on the back. Ooh, how fun. So here is this cute little egg carton, and it came with a really cute little tiny Bon Maman strawberry preserves, which I love. I actually have like a full-size version in my refrigerator right now. And then it also came with this, which, oh, that's so cute. It's a little bandana. How adorable. Hold on, I gotta put this down for a second. Let's see what this looks like. Oh my gosh, how stinking cute. This is gonna be so adorable. Will this fit around my head? I don't know. I never know, because I kind of have like a giant head. I think it could fit. I think it could work. That is so cute, and I love the color. I love the pattern. Look at how adorable that is. And if I can't fit it around my head, then maybe we could put it like on my bag or something, but that is so cute. So that is what is in the egg carton. And then we also have these 2 candlesticks that have this really cute little ribbon on them. Love that. So cute. And this is all for the book Yesteryear by Caro Claire Burke. And on the back it says, "My name was Natalie Heller Mills and I was perfect at being alive. A traditional American woman, a beautiful wife and mother who sells her pioneer lifestyle of raw milk and fresh and farm fresh eggs to her millions of social media followers, suddenly awakens cold, filthy, and terrified in the brutal reality of 1805, where she must unravel whether this living nightmare is an elaborate hoax, a twisted reality show, or something far more sinister. A gripping, electrifying novel that is as darkly funny as it is frightening. Yesteryear is a gimlet-eyed look at tradition, fame, faith, and the grand performance of womanhood," which I was so excited when they asked if I wanted a copy of this. And it's a beautiful arc, and I'm so excited to read this one because I think it's so timely and exactly the type of thing that I would be super interested in. And if you guys watched my horror book recommendations video, you'll know that I absolutely love the Twilight Zone, and this is very much giving the Twilight Zone. So I am so excited, and I love that this came with like such fun little stuff. I love this box so much. It's very, very cute. So I'm super, super excited to read this book and have all these cute little goodies, and it's adorable. Whoever decided on this like packaging and this theme, they did A++ work. So shout out to whoever did that. And yeah, I wanted to do a little bit of an unboxing on my channel because I feel like I haven't done one in so long. I feel like whenever I get like book merch, PR, you know, arcs or whatever, I never end up showing them on my YouTube channel, which kind of defeats the purpose. But I was super excited when I saw this box and it was for me. So that is everything I wanted to show you guys. And also I am almost done with the book that I started yesterday, and that was Exit Lane by Erika Veurink. And I really, really enjoyed this book. I only have 16 minutes left, and actually the reason why I paused it was because my dogs were barking and going crazy, so I had to go get them, and then I never really ended up coming back. And so after this vlog clip, I will be making myself a coffee and finishing up this book and hopefully moving on to the next because I really enjoyed it, and I'm feeling my energy and excitement for reading slowly but surely coming back. So I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna read next, but we will see. And yeah, I'm gonna check out Ellipsis a little bit more and then let you guys know what I think about it because it's very intriguing and it might be a fun way to work on this work in progress without having to use Google Docs, because I know there's a lot of like issues with Google Docs and a lot of problematic things with Google Docs. So I was really looking for sort of like a free word processor that would be a little bit better. So I'm gonna check out Ellipsis. I'm gonna let you guys know what I think, and yeah, I will come back to you guys very soon. Okay, so it has been a little while since I updated the vlog, like in a serious capacity. It's been a little while, and I've kind of had a few like big stressful things happen in the past few days, and I'm still like really processing all of it. So so I just wasn't really in like the right mind space to be updating my vlog and like even like really reading. Like I was able to actually finish a book. I was so shocked, but it was really good and I really enjoyed it. So that was really the only thing I was able to read in the past week or so, but I am super excited to talk to you guys a little bit about it. And it was actually one of the available ALCs from Libro FM for this month, and I'm part of the Libro FM creator program, influencer program. I'm not really sure what it's called, but I was able to get early access to this audiobook, and that was The Bookshop Below by Georgia Summers, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and I was actually kind of surprised that I enjoyed it so much because I'm not really a big like contemporary fantasy reader. I've never really been a big contemporary fantasy reader. There have been a few that have kind of like slipped within the cracks and like kind of gotten my attention, or like ones that I've enjoyed a little bit, but for the most part I would say that I typically stay away from contemporary fantasy because I just know I'm not going to like it. I think it's like this weird thing with me where I'm like, the fantasy in contemporary fantasy feels a little bit contrived or like slightly cringe in a way, like it's just doing too much. So I'm like, I just don't typically like it, and it like really takes me out of the narrative for some reason. I'm like, I either need a book to be contemporary or I need it to be fantasy, and it has to be set like in some sort of like fantastical past. And I don't really like future settings because then that turns into sci-fi, and I'm not a big sci-fi person either. So it has to be more like semi-historical in a way. Anyway, I was really shocked that I ended up actually enjoying this book and giving it 4 out of 5 stars, and I really want there to be a sequel. And the book kind of ended off on a bit of a cliffhanger, so I'm like, I need a second book and I need to figure out what happens next. So I'm really hoping that we get another book and are able to kind of like put together all the loose ends. So I really enjoyed it, and basically it's about this young woman, and I think she's like somewhere in her mid-20s. I might be wrong about that, but that was kind of the vibe I got. And basically she is taking over this magical library that she has been left by her sort of like father figure type of person, but she has had kind of a rocky past, a rocky life, and has kind of gotten herself into a little bit of trouble. And so when her father figure person passes away and leaves her the library, she comes back and takes it over, and it's kind of a lot of drama from there on. And there's this other guy who's kind of a bookkeeper, bookseller type of person, and he really wants to take over the library. He really wants to take over the bookshop. Did I keep saying library? It's a bookshop. It's not a library. Anyway, oh my god. Sorry, I just have like a lot on my mind. But yeah, it's kind of like a convoluted sort of narrative, and like it's really hard to explain just like off the cuff. Let me see if maybe the description is easier to explain. Okay, so it says, a disgraced bookseller journeys into a lush, wondrous world of magical books, deadly ink magic, and secret societies in this darkly spellbinding standalone. Oh, I need it to be a series. I really do, like a duology, because that ending left on a huge cliffhanger and I need to find out what happens. Standalone fantasy novel from the #1 Sunday Times bestselling author of The City of Stardust. So yeah, that's basically what this book is about, and I really enjoyed it. It's very whimsical, so if you're like really into whimsical fantasy the same way that I am, then this might be a really good book to check out. So yeah, I highly recommend that book. I definitely want to check out her first book. I think that I've maybe checked it out in the past, but I never actually listened to the audiobook when I had it checked out from the library, so I might actually need to give it a shot. And yeah, I'm going through it at the moment with things happening like politically, and then like things happening in my family that are really personal, and just like I feel a little like set adrift in a way, so it's been really hard. And I think it's been even harder because I've just like really struggled to read at the moment, so it's like I don't really have anything. Besides the writing that's like really tethering me at the moment, so I'm like, and it's hard to talk about because I don't want to like go too deep into like the personal stuff or anything. So yeah, it's just been a lot lately. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking around and watching my videos and keeping me company. It really does mean a lot to me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it kind of ended on a little bit of a sad note. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.